You come to this world with a life that you consider exclusively yours. You're busy creating it the whole time you're here, and rightfully, you think of it as your ultimate accomplishment. But is it really true that this life is yours? Did you ever stop to think and analyze how much of who you are and what you do is in fact your own creation? Did you ever wonder if you're not a part of something much bigger than what you acknowledge and what your senses allow you to experience? So let's analyze this for a moment. What happens when you appear in this reality? Your life is given to you by your parents. They will be the most important element of shaping your life here. They will give you their DNA, their personalities, and their physical appearance, and possibly some of their emotional baggage. You will come to this world as a man or a woman, and this will define the rest of your existence here. Your baby charm combined with your personality will turn into a certain level of attractiveness, which will become a very important element of your social upbringing. You'll receive and develop a certain number of mental tools to help you navigate life. Intelligence is a very important factor that will impact the quality of your time here. The hospital or the house you're born in will be in a particular country. This country, its political system, and the religion its citizens represent will shape your worldview. Your family's wealth, or its lack of, will translate into you having or missing out on a certain number of personality-shaping experiences. The extended family you're born into will be the first social cell you'll ever be a part of. The environment in which you grow up and the first years of your life in it will become the foundation of your existence, and the rest of your time here will be pretty much just a memory of these childhood years. Soon you'll be assigned to a kindergarten and your first school. Through them, you'll be forced to acquire a neatly compiled set of facts called knowledge, and it is supposed to equip you in a well-defined understanding of your surroundings and their history. At the end of your teenage years, you'll be expected to be a socially accepted member of a collective. If you have listened carefully to the list above of those life-influencing factors, you will notice that they all have one thing in common. Everything that shapes you and your personality is not your decision. It might appear that you and your life are a crapshoot, a random roll of fate's dice. One day you'll start realizing that none of it is really yours. These foundations you are building your life on for 25 years are not made of material you picked yourself. The food you eat, the music you listen to, who you hang out with, how much of it is yours? Based on what you received in life, now you will pick college, you'll pick your partner and your job. You will also start finishing the creation process of your personality, or so you think. And then you start a career and you'll have a family of your own, and your boss will need you to live a certain lifestyle, and your children will also want you to adjust your life to their needs. You'll have to think about your partner's needs too. Of course, all of this costs money, so you'll adjust your newly adopted social life to the requirements of the financial system you were thrown into, as you will earn and spend according to political and banking mechanisms. You might find yourself unconsciously or even unwillingly subscribed to somebody's idea of life, helping them to accomplish their dream, not yours. If you're lucky enough, one day you will get to identify your ego, and you'll realize that even your needs and preferences are not entirely yours. What about your emotions? Anger, impatience, fear, indecisiveness? What's their origin? Are they yours? Or were they imposed on you or acquired during childhood? The chances are that one day you will wake up to the notion that your whole life has been in autopilot mode all this time, and yes, you're free to do what you're being told. Now let's take our analysis a bit further. What about these educational, financial, and political institutions you were forced to be a part of? Who created them? Are they in control of their agendas? Who defined the borders and the system of the country you live in? Who wrote its history? What about the technology you're using now to watch this video? Do you know how any of it works? If it breaks down, can you fix it? Today your whole life relies on these electronic gadgets and systems, but did you get a memo on who invented them and for what reason? Now I'm going to explain to you the purpose of this video. With thousands of confirmed and peer-reviewed reports of near-death experiences and reincarnation, it is clear that we're a part of a complicated supernatural system that was put in place by someone or something And those of us who temporarily exit this realm with the help of psychedelics will realize that we are part of an invisible extrasensory reality we know nothing of. A world filled with other living entities like ghosts, angels, machinals, or spirits. A world with different rules and a different frequency. A world that has been here long before us, created by someone or something. The conscious among us quickly learn about its existence through noticing, acknowledging, and researching the metaphysical aspects of synchronicities, reality glitches, and other supernatural elements of our lives. The logically thinking among us also get to see that the earthly reality, despite its seemingly flawed nature, has an underlying intelligently designed algorithm to it. A reality governing algorithm that had to be put in place by someone or something. All of this leaves us with only one conclusion, that this someone or something is the reason why we're here, and it becomes evidently apparent that our life is so much bigger than we're expected to believe. It is obvious to the logical and conscious among us that not only is our existence filled with personal and transcendental purpose, but also it seems that the earthly reality is a distraction that is supposed to stop you from discovering your true form and its metaphysical properties. It is supposed to stop you from acknowledging and connecting with that someone or something, the energy, the creator, God. And for that, we need to go back to the most basic, down-to-earth reasons why this life is not yours. On the most fundamental level, life is especially not yours if you're planning on ever ending it, as in the physical understanding, it belongs to the family of ancestors who collectively, through generations of sacrifice, gave you this physical body. Because we don't live for ourselves, the life we now have belongs to those who are emotionally invested in our existence. The social understanding of this aspect takes it even further, because in order to be free, you first need to discover that you are someone's property. In this case, you belong to your social environment, your country, and something else we will need to talk about, as this is actually only an introduction to a very important video that will show you how you're controlled and by what. Breaking free from all of the above is as important as breaking free from your artificially created self, because no one can be free who is subject to their own ignorance. Handing responsibility for your choices to institutions and authorities will result in detachment and alienation from true self. In extreme cases, it can cost you your life. Liberty means being entirely yourself. The world moves forward only by those who own their lives. One of your tasks in this life is to give birth to yourself and to be what your potential allows you to. By doing this, you free yourself from confusion and the illusion of pointlessness of this existence. The truth of the matter is that your life belongs to your higher self and the plan you decided to unfold for yourself here. Your life in the divine sense belongs to your Creator, who gave you a task here. You come to this world equipped in the ability to love. This place has endless potential to experience joy, and the only thing you need to do in return is sustain the connection to the divine through faith in the supernatural and hope for that metaphysical to guide you on your journey here. The goal of this life is to define yourself by embracing that which sets you apart from other people. The process of discovering and forming your own unique views, ideas, and abilities. The process of real education. It's time to wake up, and it is time to find a mirror that will show you the true picture of the world and yourself. Freeing yourself from social conditioning is a process that takes years or sometimes even decades. But if you choose to question everything around you, and if you choose to logically and critically analyze what you're being offered, asked, told, or forced to do by those around, you'll achieve freedom and you'll get to own your life. Your ultimate freedom is the right to decide what affects you and to what extent it affects you. Everything here is based on your free will and on making your own conscious decisions. In this regard, your existence being a father, leader, or any type of a role model becomes a beautiful responsibility that allows you to share your life with others. Once you create your own existence, it will become a permanent element of metaphysical reality you will show and dispense to those in need around you. And that's how your life is truly yours. Love 434. The next video will explain exactly the layers of programming you are unknowingly subject to. So come back here soon, and in the meantime, sponsor this channel through methods listed on the screen and in the video description. I'll talk more about this subject in my regular podcast sent to all supporters that you can access by joining Patreon, Subscribestar, or through making a donation. Thank you for your help. Subscribe and follow. Like and share this video. For merchandise, go to shop.b434.com. Leave your email address at news.b434.com. Visit the website of the artist and the musician I featured here. For more info or contact, visit b434.com and join 434's social media on YouTube, Facebook, BitChute, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and VK. Talk to each other on Reddit, Discord, and Telegram. All links in the video description.